Today, going to be changing out clutch friction plates in Yamaha XJ 1982 Maxim 650cc. We have here the friction plates ordered in advance. Here, I haven't opened it yet, but I'm pretty confident this is my clutch cover gaskets. And there we are. That's what we're looking at. You can see the 10 holes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 10 holes. Matches the shape. So you just need that, the friction blades. Make sure to drain the oil first. I've already done that. Make sure you don't scald yourself. You're going to have to do an oil change. Make sure you have the oil in advance. And then we just start by taking these off. Already started working on this one. If you look at these bolts, they mostly look okay. Mine are coming out pretty easily. You notice though, this one here hidden behind some oil on indicates that the gasket's probably already going bad there. You can see some of the gasket, the old gasket hanging on right there. So we'll see how this looks inside. To get to this one, you have to depress the brake pedal, and you can manage. This is a 5mm. Where does it say? There we go. Sure, you can't see that because this thing has no macro. To actually remove this screw, it wouldn't fit out behind this thing. So I loosened this bolt. It was a 17mm. Just loosened it and then just rotated this back. It just rotates on the axis here. Now it can be removed. Probably should have just done that in the beginning. And there she comes. Okay. Back down. Look at me, I'm so multi-talented. Balancing the camera on my knee. And you just slip it out. There we go. Bolts are out. Keep in mind that that one and that one are the two long ones. The rest will be interchangeable. Here we go. Be careful, some oil is probably going to come out. Not too much since you drained it. I mean, this is hot. The clutch cover plate. Alright. If it's hot, let it cool down. So, it's the clutch. There were 5 screws in there. Those with springs. After you get these cleaned off, those 5 screws were positioned in. They're like this. You take them out one, and then the other, and the other, and the other, and the other. Slowly, pressure on that one, pressure on that one, pressure on that one, pressure on that one. Then you slide it all off really careful. Make sure to keep the order correct. Very important. So, here they're finally all out. I thought I had them all out, and then twice I checked and there were more still in there. I believe there are 8 total. We'll find out in a second. These friction plates actually aren't that bad. Not in dire need of replacement. I went ahead and got a set of 8 on eBay for 40 bucks shipped from Japan. Usually, but they were like 12 bucks a piece individually from lots of people that were selling them. My plain plates are still definitely okay. Those, no problem. And that's good because you really don't want to have to get into that. Clutch maintenance, once it starts going, it gets worse and worse. It's better to fix it as soon as possible. That just means you'll have to replace less parts. The longer you wait, the more distorted all the plates start getting as they take the pressure between themselves. So now I'm going to take one off and then do the equivalent of putting this one here, which is going to mean sticking one here. Should I put oil on these or anything first? No? No. Slide them in. take that plain plate. One set done. This one goes off. This one goes on. And the plate goes on. This one goes off. So what would happen if you forgot to stick one in? Yeah, the two plain plates would just grab each other or something and...
Nowhere.
Okie dokie. So don't do that. What if you forgot a plain plate? Anything you forget is gonna lock it up. Okay, so it looks like I ended up good. Go ahead and take a check. Go. Now remember, this will be super grabby. See how nice and clean that is? You got his four-wheeler running again. Sorry for the loud noise. See how nice and clean this is? It's still not perfect, but man, I just spent an hour taking that old gasket off. So if you have a old gasket that is intact and still in good shape, like I did, if I could do it again, I probably wouldn't have gone through that. I would have just left it there. A tiny little leak out of one screw is just not that big of a deal in the end. Yeah, so, but anyways, I did it right. Got a razor blade, pick up most of it, be careful not to gouge the metal. And then I razor bladed little pieces off. I got a wire metal brush, went around with it, and then I went with sandpaper. And then I had a bunch of crap inside, so I used some compressed air to blow out the inside. Now we're going to put these puppies back on, put two of them, there's three here, and let's keep going. Sounds like a beat. This is what I mean about the reverse order. So, go to this one. I turn this one 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Then I go to its opposite, one of its two opposites. 2. I go to its opposite, and so forth, completing a star. Just go around tightening them like that. The idea is to equally torque and distribute it. Otherwise, you can have problems. You don't want problems. I just went ahead and did it incorrectly, and I found it wouldn't engage correctly. You'll notice there's a little dot there. That dot has to match up with what's beneath it. If you don't do that, this is going to start spinning way too early and not engaging properly, and you'll start wondering if you're missing something if you know what you're doing, or you'll just wonder, is that all, if you don't know what you're doing like I did. So watch out for that dot, make sure to align it properly. Make sure to clean up the other mounting surface for that gasket as well. You have to line up these grooves with these grooves right there. Just try again. Eventually you'll feel resistance whenever you're pulling this thing, because it'll be attaching and having a lot of weight on it. So
on the back side right here.
Okay, so that's
spring.
spring. Yeah.
It's gotta be able to push back.
Okay.
Then what you do on this, I forgot to tell you, you can also do it this way.
What?
Put it right here.
Uh-huh, of course.
And then you put it right there. And then you just
slip it in and bend it back.
There you go.
And that should be it. Awesome.